Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 1L Real Talk Show. This is yours truly, Versace. Hope you're having a beautiful, amazing day today. I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. Oh my God, Chad, this is crazy. I don't know how people vote and still like these people. Like how? Please explain to me, where do they find these morons at? If you guys wondering who I'm talking about, chat, let me explain something to you. Everything I upload here is for educational purpose only. We're not here to bully or harass anyone. YouTube, we're here to learn what to do and what not to do in certain situations. Today, shout out to Awesome Moog, one of my favorite streamers in the world.
You are starting to see the ascent.
We're doing a reaction on my boy Awesome. This is wild.
Of the right, even in places.
Where do we find people like her to be in Congress? Let me turn this light on. This light is like too bright over here. Makes my face look all paled up. So, this person never went to school, never know anything about law, okay? And that's the other thing that gets me pissed off. I would like to be in Congress because I'm one of those people that really help people out, and I have receipts for that. You know, I ran a shelter, one of the biggest shelters in my city. I was the daytime director, and I was the 5-star, in like 2 years straight, back to back. And to get a 5-star status as a director / counselor / being a big brother / being a father or parent to the homeless people. Listen, I made, in the 2 years I was running this place, okay? Before I got there, people wasn't getting the help they wanted, okay? I remember when I got this old guy, his first ID, this man cried. This man, thanked me to the end because unfortunately he passed away. ID, I got him his license, got him to drive, and the person did good. But unfortunately, from all the abuse of other things, it caught up to him. And I love to help people. My wife, we got I always say to people, because they're like, oh, but it's both of you. Yeah, it's out, but it's mostly my wife. My wife is the pastor. We believe in Jesus Christ. We are Christian. And our church is, me and my wife are the oldest people there. Okay? Everybody is from high school and college. Young kids. And why do you think they stay there? Because they love us. They respect us. We don't approach them for money and none of that. Yeah, there's a donation basket, but that's for the church itself. We don't touch none of that shit, right? So the kids to trust us and see us every day. Some of them come to the house when they need help with something with my wife, or vice versa with the guys. They'll call me or they'll come here. And I don't understand how people like AOC, Jasmine Crockett, right? The fake Obama president lookalike. I forgot his name. Hakeem Jeffrey. And all these weirdos, right? That they're supposed to spend their time and energy helping their community, right? Lift up. Go look at AOC's district in Queens, New York. It looks like a third world country. Queens, New York doesn't even look like Queens, New York. Honestly. Go to Texas where this bimbo hood rat wannabe Jasmine Crockett. It looks like they dropped 3 nuclear bombs there. All you see is a bunch of broken heart black family members on wheelchair, no businesses. They look sad. Diseases through the roof over there. And where is she? On TV, getting paid millions of dollars, because that's all they do is scam millions and millions of dollars from their own people for they can live a luxury life, and then blame the billionaires because they're not there yet. So they, of course, they got to shit on the billionaires so they can get up there. AOC got paid last year around $28 million. going around America just to talk shit about Trump. And her district looks disgusting. People don't like her in her district. And then this is what people vote for, allegedly?
Like Munich. Marco Rubio's speech was a pure appeal to Western culture. My favorite part was when he said that American cowboys came from Spain.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the conquistadors did.
Just for context, the roots of American cowboy culture trace directly back to the Iberian Peninsula, where it is referred as vaquero. And this is what Rubio said.
The entire romance of the cowboy archetype that became synonymous with the American West, these were born in Spain.
He's 100% right, by the way.
American cowboys came from Spain.
I thought they came from Winnetou, but
I believe the Mexicans and descendants of African enslaved peoples would like to have a word. I think it's also important to note how thin that foundation.
Mexican and what community wants to talk to him? Indigenous? Wait, what?
How thin that foundation. Enslaved peoples.
Look how dumb she is.
And descendants of African enslaved peoples would like to have a word. I think of African enslaved peoples would like to have a word.
African slave people. She went from Mexican to Spain to
enslaved peoples would like to have a word. I think it's also important to note how thin that foundation is.
Okay, let's explain
Culture is changing. Culture.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think things were really good the way it was. Now you're trying to change it and make it into something that it's not. I don't think so.
They want to take this mantle of culture. At the end of the day, though, it is very thin.
Really? European and Western culture is very thin? That's crazy. Because you're up there speaking English. AOC. What does the C stand for? AOC says whiteness is imaginary and needs to be differentiated from being English, French, or German, which have rich history and heritage.
There's a very big difference between whiteness and national, like your actual culture, right? Whiteness is
It's funny, right? Because she's married to a white dude. Yeah, go look it up. Don't believe me? Go look at her fucking... Yo, this shit's crazy, bro.
Imaginary thing. Being German is real.
No, there's a shared European heritage.
Okay, and what the fuck is the problem of being German or Scotland or from Poland or whatever? Like, who gives a fuck? Like, bitch, sorry guys for swearing, but she needs to get this. This moron is getting paid to go in some weird hack show or an event just to talk bad about the same country that's paying her and giving her her lifestyle to act like this.
Italian is real. Being English.
Yeah. So she's a retard. It is a shared ancestral and cultural heritage that is predicated on Roman and Greek ethics, morality, politics, basically nation building and culture. So she doesn't understand that.
Is because we want to tell a larger story. That what is happening is indeed very grave. And we are in a new era, domestically and globally. There have been many leaders who've said we will go back. And I think we have to recognize that we are in a new day and in a new time. But that does not mean that.
Wow.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
Look at this
I think that this is such a, I think that this is a, this is, of course.
You know who I'm missing right now is Kamala Harris. I hate to say it, but Kamala Harris would have lined something up better than that.
I think that this is such a, I think that this is a fucking this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States,
right?
And I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never
AOC is being ruthlessly mocked after claiming that action can't be taken against Venezuelan because it's below the equator.
Who Maduro was as a leader. He canceled elections. He was an anti-democratic leader. That doesn't mean that we can kidnap and engage in acts of war just because the nation is below the equator.
What?
And
it's below the equator. So there's the equator and there's Venezuela. It turns out it's not below the equator. Because if you look at the equator and you look at Venezuela, you'll see that it's above the equator.
Yeah, these people. Honestly, where do they find them, chat?
And by the way, you know.
And by the way, oh, I bet that's gonna be good. No, this bitch is.
Yo, let me know in the comments, chat. What do you think of this bimbo, bro? Like, honestly, bro, how do we have people like this moron in government? I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. I hope you enjoy this. If you do, hit that like and subscribe to the channel. That's all I'm asking. If you guys wondering who am I, my name is Versace Made It. That was the name of the big channel. YouTube took it down last month for no apparent reason. So I created this other channel that I had there, switched the name, and I called it the Juan L. Real Talk Show. So we here, so we all are here so we can learn and look at all the bullshit and crooked politicians we have in America. Why they steal our tax-paying money, right? So they can live a lavish life and make fun of us and look like dumbasses. This is why I created this channel, to do reactions on dumb people like this so I can help you guys understand. Stop voting and admiring people like her and Jasmine Crockett and Hakeem Jeffrey and the other weirdo from Minnesota and Annapolis. It's like, where do they find these? Oh, my God. I can't no more. This shit crazy.